In the beginning of the story, we see a peaceful teacher who loses everything in one brutal moment, and now he's hunting the men who destroyed his life one bullet at a time. But when revenge becomes his only purpose, how far will he go? The story begins in the tranquil Danvers region of Ukraine, where we are shown a man named Mykola who resides alongside his pregnant wife Nastia. The couple has earned recognition as the area's pioneering eco-settlers, choosing to live harmoniously with nature far from modern conveniences. Nastia possesses remarkable artistic talent, spending her days creating intricate drawings and carving elaborate wooden sculptures. Among her creations, she crafts a small wooden angel figurine specifically for Mykola, intending it to serve as a protective charm, keeping him safe from harm. Mykola brings diverse expertise to their isolated community. His background encompasses mathematics, physics, and ecological studies, knowledge he shares with students at the nearby village school. Each morning, he makes the journey on his bicycle pedaling through quiet countryside roads while absorbing the peaceful atmosphere. The couple deliberately avoids electronic devices in their dwelling, which means Mykola only receives news updates during brief television access at school during break periods. Outside their modest home hangs a distinctive peace symbol shaped like a white raven's footprint. This emblem represents an ancient Ukrainian legend telling of a compassionate raven that witnessed human suffering during times of famine and drought. The mythical bird repeatedly flew vast distances carrying fresh water and precious food to starving villages, continuing its humanitarian mission until exhaustion caused every feather to fall from its body, leaving it white and bare. The legend symbolizes ultimate sacrifice for others, a philosophy Mykola embraces deeply. During one particular school break, Mykola watches disturbing television reports detailing violent protests erupting in Ukraine's capital city, where demonstrators demanding political reform have been met with lethal force and international tensions escalate as Russia threatens military intervention. The news troubles Mykola deeply, yet he maintains faith that diplomacy will prevail over violence. Inside his classroom, Mykola faces ongoing harassment from student Ivan, a confrontational teenager who openly expresses contempt for his teacher, repeatedly calling Mykola a strange outsider who doesn't belong in their community and should leave immediately. Despite these provocations, Mykola never responds with anger or retaliation. His pacifist beliefs run too deep, and he genuinely believes the proper response to hostility involves patience and intellectual guidance rather than confrontation. One seemingly ordinary morning, Mykola begins his routine bicycle commute to school when he notices something unusual. Military vehicles carrying armed soldiers have positioned themselves along the roadside, their presence stark and unsettling against the peaceful rural landscape. Mykola feels a flutter of concern but convinces himself they're simply conducting standard exercises or patrol duties, and continues pedaling toward the school, though unease settles in his chest like a heavy stone. Arriving at the school building, Mykola immediately senses something wrong. The usually bustling entrance stands completely deserted, with every classroom empty despite the hour when students should be flooding through hallways. He rushes to the teacher's lounge where the television still broadcasts, and within seconds understands the horrifying reality. Russia has launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine, with military forces crossing borders in multiple locations and fighting erupting across numerous regions. Mykola's mind instantly fixates on Nastia alone at their isolated home. Those soldiers he passed weren't conducting exercises, they were invading forces. Terror grips him as he abandons his bicycle and begins running back home, his legs pumping desperately while his mind races with fearful scenarios. But when he finally reaches their property, his worst nightmares materialize before his eyes. Russian soldiers have surrounded their home, and through the window Mykola witnesses them brutally assaulting Nastia. He doesn't hesitate, rushing forward to defend his pregnant wife despite being completely unarmed against trained military personnel. The soldiers quickly overpower him, slamming him to the ground while continuing their assault. They interrogate both captives, harshly demanding to know if they're spies or resistance fighters gathering intelligence. After concluding the couple poses no immediate military threat, the soldiers decide to send a message anyway. They force Mykola and Nastia outside, then deliberately ignite their home, setting fire to everything the couple has built together. Flames rapidly consume the wooden structure, with black smoke billowing into the sky. When Nastia, driven by anger and desperation, hurls a rock at the departing soldiers, they respond with shocking brutality. Without hesitation or remorse, one soldier raises his weapon and shoots her. The bullet strikes Nastia in the chest, and she collapses immediately. The soldiers drive away, leaving Mykola cradling his dying wife's body while their home burns behind them. He holds her desperately, feeling her life fade as blood soaks through her clothing. Within minutes, she's gone, taking their unborn child with her. Mykola remains there for hours, paralyzed by grief, clutching Nastia's cooling body while watching everything they've built turn to ash and rubble. Eventually, two Ukrainian militia members discover him still kneeling beside Nastia's corpse. They approach cautiously with weapons ready and demand identification to verify he's a genuine civilian victim rather than an enemy combatant. Once satisfied of his innocence, they help Mykola dig a grave for his wife in the earth near their destroyed home. Before departing with the militia soldiers, Mykola retrieves the wooden angel Nastia carved for him. It survives survived the fire protected inside his coat pocket and now represents his final tangible connection to her. At base headquarters, commanding officers view Mykola's sudden arrival with deep suspicion. However, Mykola immediately volunteers to join their forces, declaring his intention to drive Russian invaders from Ukrainian soil and avenge his murdered family. His passion and obvious grief convince the officers of his sincerity, and they accept him into their training program. The transformation from peaceful mathematics teacher to combat soldier proves extraordinarily difficult. Mykola has never fired a weapon in his life, his pacifist philosophy having rejected violence in all forms until this moment. The intensive training regimen pushes his body beyond limits he didn't know existed, with each day beginning before dawn with grueling physical conditioning including running, climbing, carrying heavy equipment across rough terrain, and endless repetitions of combat drills. Weapons training presents his greatest challenge. Disassembling and reassembling firearms requires memorizing hundreds of small components and their precise placement, skills that initially elude him completely. His struggles earn mockery from drill instructors who doubt his commitment and capability. When Mykola announces his chosen military codename will be Raven, honoring the White Raven legend, and his wife's carved angel, the ridicule intensifies with fellow trainees laughing openly, suggesting he lacks the mental toughness required for actual combat. But Mykola refuses to quit. Every evening after official training concludes, he remains on the practice range working with weapons until his fingers bleed from the rough metal components. He practices disassembly and reassembly blindfolded, developing muscle memory that allows him to work without visual confirmation. The wooden angel stays in his pocket, always a constant reminder of why he endures this transformation. Several weeks into training, instructors announce the army desperately needs snipers at frontline positions. Casualty rates among precision shooters have been devastating, and they're seeking volunteers willing to undergo specialized sniper training. Most trainees hesitate, recognizing the extreme danger and difficulty of that role. Mykola immediately volunteers, seeing the sniper role as the perfect path toward his revenge. To silence their skepticism, Mykola accepts a challenge designed to humiliate him. He must disassemble a complete AK-47 rifle while blindfolded, then reassemble every component correctly, all within 20 seconds. The entire training company gathers to witness what they expect will be Mykola's failure. An instructor places the weapon before him and ties a cloth over his eyes. When the timer starts, Mykola's hands move with practiced efficiency, each movement precise and confident from his countless hours of solo practice. Components separate and recombine in a blur of motion. With 2 seconds remaining, he chambers around and presents the fully functional weapon. Stunned silence follows before grudging respect replaces mockery. From that moment, fellow soldiers begin calling him Raven, as he requested. Sniper school's theoretical components prove surprisingly easy for Mykola. His mathematics and physics background allows him to calculate bullet trajectories, wind compensation, and range estimation faster than instructors can write problems on the board. The most crucial sniper skill involves maintaining absolute stillness and silence for extended periods. During one training exercise, Mykola lies motionless in tall grass for 6 consecutive hours while instructors walk nearby firing weapons close to his position, trying to make him flinch or reveal his location. He doesn't move a single muscle, controlling even his breathing to remain invisible, earning high praise from seasoned snipers. This performance earns Mykola graduation with the highest marks in his class and assignment to a first-tier sniper unit operating in active combat zones. His first real mission involves liberating a strategic checkpoint captured by Russian forces. Just as they're about to fire, unexpected complications arise when a civilian vehicle approaches the checkpoint carrying 2 Ukrainian citizens attempting to cross into safe territory. Russian soldiers force the couple from their car and confiscate their identification documents. When the civilians request their passports be returned, the soldiers refuse, mocking their distress, and the situation escalates rapidly. Mykola's team can't allow innocent civilians to be harmed. The commander gives the signal and 5 rifles fire simultaneously. Every Russian soldier at the checkpoint drops dead within 2 seconds, with precise shots eliminating them before they can react. One soldier attempts using the civilian woman as a human shield, but Mykola's bullet passes within inches of her head to strike the soldier's temple, killing him instantly without harming the hostage. For their next operation, Mykola's unit prepares an ambush in forest terrain where intelligence reports indicate Russian forces will advance. When Russian soldiers finally march through the forest along their predicted path, Mykola experiences a shock that nearly breaks his focus. Among the enemy troops walks Ivan, his former student who tormented him in classroom. The boy has joined Russian forces, now wearing enemy uniform and carrying weapons to use against his own countrymen. The captain's sharp command snaps him back to reality. Mykola presses the detonator and the forest erupts in coordinated explosions, with every enemy soldier dying in the blast, including Ivan. Days later, Ukrainian forces successfully secure defensive trenches along a critical border sector. Mykola's sniper team takes elevated positions overlooking the approaches where Russian forces are massing for an assault. But when enemy soldiers advance across the field, Mykola's practiced comm shatters instantly. Among the approaching Russians, he recognizes the soldier who personally shot Nastia, the man who murdered his pregnant wife in cold blood. All tactical discipline evaporates as raw fury overwhelms him, and he begins urgently requesting permission to fire. The captain repeatedly denies permission, explaining the enemy hasn't reached optimal range and firing prematurely will compromise their strategic advantage. Mykola grows increasingly agitated, watching watching his wife's killer move closer with every passing second. Finally unable to restrain himself any longer, Makola fires without authorization. His bullet strikes the target soldier, killing him instantly, but the unauthorized shot reveals their concealed position. A hidden Russian countersniper who had been watching the area waiting for exactly such a mistake immediately opens fire. His bullet strikes the Ukrainian captain directly in the head, killing him before he can even register the threat. Makola realizes with horror what his revenge-driven impulsiveness has cost. He crawls to the captain's body, grabs his tactical vest, and begins dragging him backward through the trench system while bullets crack overhead and explosions shake the ground. Guilt consumes Makola in the weeks that follow. His unauthorized shot, driven by personal revenge, directly caused his captain's death, a man who had become a mentor and friend. To compensate for this failure, Makola volunteers for every available solo mission, deliberately choosing the most dangerous assignments, throwing himself into combat with reckless abandon. Military intelligence has finally located the Russian sniper who killed the captain. At the mission briefing, commanders share all intelligence gathered about their target. The enemy sniper operates under the callsign Sorry and has already killed 5 Ukrainian snipers plus 3 machine gunners, establishing himself as one of the deadliest threats in the region. His weapon fires specialized long-range ammunition capable of striking targets at distances exceeding normal sniper engagement ranges. Most disturbing, Sorry records video of every kill he achieves and posts the footage online specifically to demoralize Ukrainian forces. Intelligence analysts have managed to pinpoint Sorry's operational area within an abandoned chemical plant. The location presents unique tactical challenges because the facility contains massive chlorine storage tanks. Any conventional assault using artillery or explosives risks rupturing those tanks, releasing toxic gas that would kill everyone in the surrounding region regardless of nationality. Therefore, a precision strike using sniper teams represents the only viable approach. When the operation begins, Makola crawls across open ground toward the chemical plant while his teammates provide overwatch from concealed positions. The first enemy soldier he encounters is the other Russian who participated in the assault on his home, the second man who destroyed his life. This soldier recognizes Makola immediately, his eyes widening as he realizes this isn't a random Ukrainian fighter, but the teacher whose home they burned. Makola's rifle fires first, the bullet striking between the soldier's eyes and ending his life instantly. 2 Russian snipers remain inside the plant, including Sorry himself. They don't immediately realize something is wrong until they notice silence on their communication channels. While one sniper rushes to call for reinforcements, Sorry returns to his elevated position only to find something unexpected waiting for him there. A small wooden angel sits on the window ledge beside his rifle. Before Sorry can process the strange discovery, Makola launches himself from a shadowed corner, tackling the Russian sniper and driving a combat knife toward his throat. They struggle violently, but Makola's fury gives him strength beyond his normal capability. The knife finds its mark and Sorry's life ends in gurgling gasps. Meanwhile, the second Russian sniper races toward the sound of combat, but trips a grenade trap Makola had set earlier, and the explosion kills him instantly. With his wife, his friend, and his captain all avenged, Makola takes extended leave to visit Nastia's grave for the first time since joining the military. He finds the cross marker has fallen during his absence, so he carefully repairs it, spending quiet hours sitting beside her burial site while holding the wooden angel. Despite his longing to remain there indefinitely, he knows Ukraine still needs him. Soon, Makola deploys on another solo mission, his rifle ready to eliminate as many enemy soldiers as necessary until either the war ends or he falls in combat. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and like the video.